It's week 7 of the 2042 season. And up next, we'll see this team's rocket-arm quarterback. He's gonna have to air it out plenty this week. Buckle up. There's football coming your way on Sunday night.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in week 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be a first down. And they'll run the counter. Open space inside the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll give him a first down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. Running it after the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
He's running for it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. First down, he takes the snap. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Still sticking with the passing game. Setting up the screen. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Man in motion out of the slot. They'll run here following the penalty. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Give him 3 on the gain as that makes it 2nd and 2 for him. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Cut out left. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. They'll throw it again. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown. These guys finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and make...
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. That one splits the uprights. And his guys one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Here's a give up the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives them the first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Simple dive up the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Dump off caught by his back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. They go play action here. They get to him and bring him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Typically, you call play action this early in a game, and you're not expecting sack. Right? Play action protections actually are some of the best, most sound protections in an NFL offensive playbook. Give some credit to the defense to break that play action pass down and put the first sack on the stat sheet.
Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag, and that's going to bring out 4th down. He goes right corner pocket there, but does get it to go through from deep. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Thrown back gets the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Back-to-back carries here. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Shotgun now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw now. Hits him on the in route. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's got a man left. And he's tackled for no gain. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down from the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. So they send out the field goal units and try for 3 on this one. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push their lead to 4.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Pass play coming here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Out for big yards on the right side. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a 31-yard play. And they'll have first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He rolls to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Caught by his back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. A 4-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Now out comes the field goal units as they try this one. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. That count runs their offense. They're facing a 13-6 deficit as they take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Here we go, shake.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense, their 2nd. So out now comes the punter. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Broken up by a big guy at the line. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. So now here's 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. Escapes the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs. Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. A final throw before the break. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. So we're at halftime of this Sunday night matchup. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Complete out to the right. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. First and 10 from the 41. Connecting on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play, and it'll give them a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll throw on first. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll run here from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
Throwing the out route complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 27. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll give him a first down. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Has it in close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Runs it in for the touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys take a 3-possession lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. They'll run here on first down. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He puts some power on a deep one left. That's caught at the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Lone back in the backfield. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate. Will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants?
And it's caught. Touchdown! These guys start the second half with some needed points. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And his guys cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Another carry for him. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. They send a receiver in motion right. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Their punter making his way out now. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Surprisingly, had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Their offense ready to take the field now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
I love that. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw here on 1st down. Dump off caught by his back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Short pass brought in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Punting unit out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. And he gets this up to the 20 before being stopped. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. They go play action here. Vacates quickly left side. He keeps it and takes off. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. That one's complete over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of sand, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
On now comes their punter. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Connects on the crosser. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to have a 1st down. Hand off to the back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Has it downfield, working the left. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Throwing on 2nd and 11. He's got it at the 5. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Rolling out to his left. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
He's on the move. And he carries it in for the touchdown. These guys making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. His return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense headed back to the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Brought in right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 34. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. Looking for a throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They're set up at the 35 now. They'll throw it again. Complete over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against the defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Got all of it, and this is good. And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. This offense ready to get going again now. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Running back sent in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Looking right, and he finds him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
They give it to him again. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back-to-back carries here. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And they take him down right along the 30. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. This celebration begins for our winners as we say so long from Virginia Beach.